Hey everyone, I've been wanting to try Thrive Causemetics for so long now. I've heard amazing things about not only the products but the brand in general, so I finally ordered some things. They came in about a week ago, but I was out of town, so I'm finally sitting down to put on some makeup again, and I am super excited to try out some of the Thrive products. First off being their Buildable CC cream, which I'm super excited about because I've heard it's the best. I'm just super excited about all the things, but I've heard that this CC cream is one of the best. So let's just get started. I was out of town at a lake cabin last weekend and I haven't put on makeup in probably over a week now, so it'll be nice to do that again. So if you spend, I think it's if you spend $35, which is super easy because that's like one product from Thrive, you get this cute little bag. Sometimes I think it's nice to have little travel bags. This one's like, I mean, pretty cheap quality, but it's still nice. It's a good like size and everything, and it's super cute. So I got that and everything it came inside of it. Also, if you spend $35, you get free shipping as well. And then I think the little bag, or maybe that was limited edition, I'm not sure. So here is the, it's called the Buildable Blur CC Cream. It's got blur effect technology, which is trademarked by Thrive. Broad spectrum SPF 35. It comes in 18 shades and it is $38. The nice thing about Thrive is their brand is called Thrive Causemetics, but cosmetics is spelled cause, like C-A-U-S-E medics, because they help a bunch of different causes when you buy product from them. They have a little blurb on their website about what they do to give back. It's for every product purchase we donate to help cancer survivors, women who have suffered from abuse, animals, all sorts of different things. Basically, if you buy a product, they donate one of those products or another product that is preferred or more needed over that product, or monetary donations as needed as well. So they give back every single time you buy something. So even though the CC cream is $38, which is pretty expensive, I think personally, it's great because that amount will help go to somebody in need. Beyond that, with the CC cream, I think that the shade range is great. We will see how everything else goes, but here's the little bottle. It has a pump, which is pretty unexpected for this sort of container. You'd think it'd be a squeezy tube, but that's okay. I got the shade Light. I was bouncing back and forth between Light and Fair Light, or whatever the lower one is, but I did go to the lake last week and I got, as much as I tried not to, I got a little bit tanner, just a smidge. So I got the shade Light and I think that this will be a pretty good match. If not, we'll make it work. Okay, and I've already prepped my skin with my skincare. I don't typically go in with primer or anything like that, so I don't want to use anything that I'm unfamiliar with that could throw off my view of the CC cream. So I'm just gonna go straight in with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pump a little bit of this onto the back of my hand, and then we'll use a brush for one side of my face and then a sponge for the other. Thrive has a sponge, but since I don't use sponges that much, just in general, I figured I would skip that. Let's see if I can get this out. It always takes forever when you first, oh, I think I hear it. It's coming. There we go. Okay, one pump. At least this first pump's pretty tiny. Oh yeah, the pumps are pretty small. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 2 pumps to start and see where that gets us. The reason I like using a big fluffy brush is I feel like the product goes a lot further than it would with other brushes or sponges. So we're gonna try this out. This might be a little dark, but I think it should work. Okay, so there's one side done. I love the finish. It looks extremely natural, but a little bit more mattified than just like my regular skin. So I feel like that's really nice. The coverage looks super good. It still looks very like breathable, I would say. It doesn't look like I have like a mask on my skin. The shade is definitely dark. I think again, once I blend it down my neck just a little bit more at the end and then apply concealer and all of that, I think it'll kind of round itself out a little bit, I'm hoping. Okay, so let's do another 2 pumps here to do with the sponge. I don't use sponges a lot. I just feel like I overuse product that way. And it just takes so much longer. But this is blending out pretty quick. Being on vacation, I'm still good about my skincare, but I'm not like doing every single step that I normally would. So I kind of feel like my skin texture is a little bit more rough, just from not like regularly exfoliating as well or using all my products. Okay, so that blended out really well. I did use more product on this side with the sponge because I think like it soaks some of it up, plus it just picks up more in general, and the brush will spread it around a little bit better. But I do feel like coverage and finish look the same on both sides, honestly. So that's really nice. I'm just gonna take one more pump and go down my neck with my brush just to make sure everything matches. But so far, this is super pretty. It's pretty much just like I expected. Since I know people on YouTube that like it a lot, I kind of expected it to look beautiful, and I really think that it does. Not heavy, very natural. I'm looking a little shiny, which I prefer. I like that look. I think it looks really nice, but it is being a little amplified because it's super hot in here. So there's also that. Okay, now that that's blended down the neck, it looks a lot better. I'm super excited. I have nothing new concealer wise, so I'm just going to throw on a little bit of my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. How has everyone's summer been? Is anyone doing any like fun things? We kind of did all of our big plans for the summer. We had my husband's family in town for a reunion, and then we had my family in town. Or no, we went to visit my family. We stayed at a lake cabin up in northern Idaho, kind of by Coeur d'Alene area, but not at that specific lake. And it was so fun. But now we don't really have any other like things planned. Okay, I don't feel like I have a ton of like active breakouts, mostly just texture in my skin right now, so I don't feel like I need to conceal anything else. Mostly that concealer is just brightening any of the areas like under my eyes, that kind of thing, and concealing my lids a little bit, and I feel like it looks really good with the foundation, or the CC cream, excuse me. I have the same problems with a lot of foundations. Usually it doesn't cling to my nose well, and then I get it settling in the lines on my forehead, which is sort of happening a little bit right now. So what I'll do is I'll either push it in with the sponge that I was using to kind of help pick up any extra product, or sometimes I will take like a stippling brush to kind of pick up any extra product, and I'll just do that on like my forehead just to make sure nothing gets settling in my lines. And I feel like that made a huge difference. So still on my nose, it doesn't look the best, but my nose struggles with a lot of things. And overall, the coverage and finish is really pretty. The shade's a little dark for me again, so if you are like my skin tone or lighter, definitely go with the lighter shade, or you'll have to buy some and mix. I know people that buy 2 shades and mix them, but that's a lot of money for me, okay? Let's do a little close-up before I go in with some setting powder so you can really see. And this is just in natural light. I don't do any sort of lighting or anything. I'm just sitting here by a window so you can really get the full effect. But that's where we're at, so I'm really excited about it so far. Let's go in with some setting powder next. If you've been following along, you'll know that I have been using the Coty Airspun powder for setting powder, but the shade that I got is a little too dark for like my under eyes. I don't love it, and the smell just makes me sneeze and drives me crazy. So I was making another order at Glossier, which I've never ordered anything from Glossier either, and so I decided to pick up their Wowder. They just extended the shade range, so this is now their lightest shade. It's in G11 to G12, and I thought that this would match me really well. And again, this is another one that I've heard really good things about. Glossier just has the cutest packaging. Oh my gosh. There is that. It's got the little G logo, and then it's just that light pink. It's like such a pretty color. Open it up, and then it has this little sticker covering the sifter, but I've heard that the sifter is really nice too. Let's see. Okay, so it has this like netting for the sifter, which is super nice. So we'll just go in with this to set under the eyes and anywhere that I kind of get creasing. Oh, I love this. Okay, this looks so good. Okay, this is just as I expected. So beautiful. And it doesn't change the color of my concealer at all, which is the thing that I struggle with the most, is it darkening my concealer. And it has a great like matte finish, but it's not like flat matte either. It looks so good. Yay. I am gonna set like up here in these lines just a little bit. Okay, this is great. They have a bunch of different shades. The packaging is wonderful. Not only is it cute and like it's small and sleek, but it also works really well like functionally in the inside. It doesn't have too much powder shaking around. And yeah, love that. Okay, back into my Thrive purchases. I picked up this Blur and Sculpt bronzing powder in the shade Rhea from Thrive. This is $32. This is the lightest shade, and then they have one other shade as well. Right now, I've heard really good things about this bronzer too, and I have been needing a new one. Here is the cutest packaging. These packagings are so cute. When you open it up, here is what the shade looks like. This is like weighty. I like it. And then it has a nice little mirror right there. Let's go ahead and just bronze up a little bit. Ooh, so I'm used to other powders, like my Milani one that I've been using is really tightly packed, so it doesn't kick up a lot of product. This one I need to dig in a little bit softer with, so I may have just picked up a lot. I'm gonna shake this off quite a bit, and then we'll just go in right here. Oh, but it looks so natural. I love this shade. This looks so good. It's like just enough to add a little bit of a shadow. Look at that. So easy. It's already blending out. So nice. Take it up onto my forehead. But that looks really good. I'm gonna definitely take this down the neck a little bit to make sure that the colors look similar. Definitely start with less is more. I say that with any sort of makeup product, but especially with bronzers, because it can be really easy with any bronzing product to make it look very overdone and a little bit patchy and just not very natural. Be really careful with that, but what do you guys think? I feel like that looks so nice. It's very soft. It does look kind of blurred, like it says. Everything is supposed to be kind of blurring, and I think that this really gives that effect too. I really like that. Okay, no new blush, so I'm just gonna throw on one of my favorites. Nothing fancy here. And I think that's all I'm gonna do on the face. I haven't been putting on highlighter lately just because I feel like it looks a little out of place and my face gets naturally a little bit oily already. It produces kind of its own glossy sheen. I don't really need any powder or other highlighting products, if that makes any sense. So I am just gonna set my skin. And then I always just pat it in like this. And still, of course, everything looks really good. I feel like the Morphe setting spray always just makes everything look even more skin-light. I'm really loving that. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera to do my mascara and my brows. I'll be right back to throw on a lip and finish up this video. Okay, my brows and mascara are on. My mascara is looking a little difficult. It's looking a little clumpy and crazy. Like super frustrated about it, and it's all over my eyelids, but I don't even care. I feel like everything though, if you step back and don't pay attention to like this eyeball right here, it looks good. Like my skin looks good, and it's been a while since I put this first on, but everything still looks very nice and I'm really happy about it. I tried out a new brow product and new mascara for other videos just now. You'll be seeing that coming very soon. Let's just finish up. I grabbed one of the Thrive Causemetics Glossy Lip Hydrating Serums. I thought this would be kind of fun just for like summer, something easy. And this is in the shade Carly. It says bright raspberry, which is not really me, but I thought I would try it out just to see how it goes. So this is what that looks like. It's supposedly just like a really thin, oh, you can definitely see it, thin liquidy formula, and it's bright raspberry color, and we're just gonna put it on and see how it goes. It's got that nice doe foot applicator where it picks up a lot of the product right in the tip there. So hopefully this will be kind of that one swipe application. Oh, it's so thin. Ah. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, that's so cute. I look like I just ate a popsicle and I really like it. This feels so good on the lips. It's extremely thin, a little bit glossy looking, but it doesn't feel glossy. It just feels like balm, like a balm or like a lip oil almost. It feels really good. If you look at the color in the tube, it's not gonna be the same color on your lips because it is so thin, but I like that because it's just a nice sheer, easy thing. It'll wear off nicely. So you can see that when you first swipe it on, if you do a lot like that, it's gonna be super nice and bright. But as you kind of shear it out, it looks a little bit more thin like that. So your natural lip color does kind of come through a little bit. I love this, and I love this color. Again, I feel like it's nice for summer because it looks like I just had a popsicle and I'm being all like cute and flirty and whatnot. But it's easy to wear and probably wears off really well. This is really, really fun. I think that's it. I really like the CC cream, the bronzer, and that lip really a lot, and the powder also. So I'm really excited about all those products. Check back on my channel to see my review on this new brow product and mascara as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped you out if you're planning on trying any of these products out. If you want to see me review anything else from Thrive or any other brand, please let me know because these videos are super fun to do. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to as well. It really, really helps me out, and it will help you stay up to date on all the videos that I post. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, it means so much to me to have all your support, and I will catch you next time. Bye.